Hello. So I'm not sure how my tracking is gonna work out. It's the first time I've used a model and a tablet in this setup. So we'll see. I would have used Arahi, but I'm gonna be working in Rahi and I don't really know how like multiple instances of that program work together right now, so. Oh, I gotta turn this down a little bit. I'm just wow, it is already down as low as it goes. Okay. It was like 2023 or something that I did the last Gremlin model, I think. The one with the adjustable tail that's sitting on a column, and I just really like... I really like just like having a shitty little gargoyle sitting on a column. Jesus. I'm surprised that I have actually streamed that much since they added the watch streaks. That's big of me. I need to put my ring light back up. Good enough. Oh, man. Okay. Gonna use a symmetry ruler on a folder. And we're gonna have fun with it. It's just gonna be like a cute, simple little model that just sits down. And I might do like a similar style to the sitter, and so that's why it's there, and as like a color reference. Oh, I need some water. I've been doing a lot of yapping. Oh, so much yapping, so my voice sounds like this. Ugh. And of course, everyone decides to message me the second I go live. Fuck yeah. I feel like it would be cheating to grab the column from the model I'm referencing. But if we hate drawing these, then we probably will. I attached shift to one of my tablet buttons, and I could not for the life of me tell you which one that is. Thank you. I feel like I am a much bigger fan of my voice than like most other VTubers are. Like, a lot of people are just like, oh, I hate editing my content, so I have to listen to my own fucking voice. And it's like, no. I am I am not vain in a lot of regards, but I love my voice. I love my voice, and I have perfect pitch, and I will not let anyone ever forget that. Do I like this pattern? Maybe. Oh yeah, I don't I hate like when monitor is on. I can fully like listen to my own stream, like if I forget what I like said, or like if I often I will like talk about my plans for like a model or a project at the beginning and then completely forget because I didn't take any fucking notes, and I'll like go back in the VOD and look at it and like just sit there and chill to my own voice like some kind of beautiful narcissist. Just, I don't know what I'm doing. We're figuring it out. I do want to do an official review on the Golem game, which I do think might be a specific moment where I'm not fully enjoying watching the VOD because I will remember how that game made me feel. The answer is bad. It made me feel bad. Do I move this out of... Yeah, I think that's the best bet.
Golem, breeding pits, now.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Whoops. What am I doing? This isn't working. There we go. Oh my god, I haven't been feeling too great recently, and I've been, because of it, like not drawing at all, and that's very frustrating to me because I love drawing. And I'm not like remembering any of my shortcuts. Which is very frustrating, and I get all this creative energy during the winter, and like I was working in situations that were like incredibly difficult to heat. And so like when I had the creative energy, I could not physically do too much work because my fingers would freeze. And then now that like I am in an air-conditioned basement during a heat wave and I'm like so comfortable, I'm like fighting to have the energy to work. And it sucks. It sucks so bad. But we're gonna have fun. I want to try lip sync with this model because I haven't tried it yet in Rahi, and we want to do an update for the Rahi that I just rigged for Bren. So we're gonna learn it here with a silly model, Maybe like make it like really bouncy with a lot of like movement. I don't know. Oh, what are we doing? My music was cutting out. No way my computer is fighting Spirit City and V-Bridger and those being the only 2 programs running. That's wild. I don't have any dropped frames, so it's just the audio. Okay. How do we want to do this? Do we want to do tiny little legs, big old fish lifters, like the model that I am kind of referencing? What year was that? Was it 2022? Oh my god, it was 2022. Holy shit. That's not happening. Oh, remember the sweater era? That specific sweater? It was good. Yeah, I think we'll do something similar. Yeah, that was one of those where I was just like, the way that I have designed gargoyle lore, like, I can make as many like little self-indulgent changes as I want because like, oh, like that's just like a different body. Yeah, we might do the black fingers again. That looked nice. Captions. Can you caption, please? Can we do that? I'm gonna scream. Why does this keep happening? Sorry, I'm gonna poke around and see if I can get them to start working again. Come on. Oh my god. Yeah, and it's fucking yellow outside because the wildfire smoke has made it to our state. Haha. I love this. I'm so sorry, I cannot get my fucking... Oh! There we go. I was about to say, I can't get my fucking captions to work, and it just popped up with fucking. Okay. Could somebody come over and take out my spine and snap it on their wrist like one of those slap bracelets? Thank you. My knees and ankles felt so bad yesterday at work that I sat the whole time, and I sit on like a little bar stool, and I have a really hard time forcing myself to like have perfect posture in those stools. And so I just traded knee pain for back pain. Okay. Yeah, I think taking my spine out and doing work like that would fix everything. Maybe back of the horn so higher. Yeah. So the entire reason that I started drawing Hemlock's horns like this is because I got a commission from somebody. Like I bought a commission. Incredibly rare, but like as a little gift for myself, and I gave the artist like a lot of creative freedom, and they like did like a slight redesign for my horns, and I loved it so fucking much. I loved it so much. It was so good. That I just fully changed how I draw Hem's horns, and this was like almost the way that they did it, but I couldn't even fucking describe to you what the original horns look like. I gotta move this folder. Is it 2021? Yeah, technically. Yeah, they used to be like this. Like a little crown. Which I don't hate. But I do think this final evolution is where it needs to be. I need to add some height. Hi, Zuri. I will drink my water. It takes so long for my captions to figure out what I'm saying when I throw a wooder at it. Oh! Oh my gosh, it said wooder! My captions are canonically from Delaware County. My brother-in-law used to go to a bar that, they had a shot called Delco Wooder. And it was like a little bit of each of like an alcohol that they were trying to get rid of, and so it was different every time, and it was always brown. Yeah, it's like southern Pennsylvania. It's near Delaware, which is the thing. I was born close to Delco, and so I have a couple like Delco isms. But like the kids that I like went to school with would say like crown instead of crayon, library instead of library. Their parents were like talking this way, and that's why they talked this way. It wasn't like children having bad grammar. It was like just my area. But wooder is my favorite. It's so pleasant to say. I was once in line at Hershey Park, and I told my friend, like, oh, don't worry, I grabbed a water bottle for each of us. And this woman turns around and she's like, can you say that again? And I was like, what? And she was like, the clear stuff that you drink. And I was like, water? And she like laughed at me for pronouncing water like water because she wanted me to pronounce it like wooder. And now I say wooder a lot. A wooder boodle. Yeah. It's my wooder boodle. There's a brewery. No, it's not a brewery. They have a brewery. There's a bar that I like to go to just because the food is really good. But they have a cocktail with it's like just vodka and Kool-Aid and like something else. And they call it water ice because it kind of tastes like a melted water ice. Water. I gotta cut out some of the... It's too much white covering stuff as I work. Oh, another fucking Phillyism. I have this. He's not really a regular, but like a guy that comes to my job often. And like he's got like the kind of resting bitch face where you actually worry about whether or not he like hates stealing with you. And he came in from like drinking a beer outside and he was like, did I tell you the last time that I was here that like it kind of smells like sewage out there? And like, so pretty much all bodies of water, all rivers and creeks in our area smell really bad. Our water quality is like weirdly amazing for like brewing, and then like the water on the outside smells like doo-doo piss. And he was like, is there like anything that can be done about that? And I was just like frozen because like what, like I'm not I mean, we're not taking fucking river water. We're not making beer with river water. We did have a beer called river water, which was very funny to me. But like, how do you tell a grown man that like the river in the state that he lives in smells bad, and when it gets really hot, water evaporates and that smell go into air? Like, how do you teach like basic like watershed to like a 45-year-old white man? Like, I get that I took a lot of like watershed and conservation classes, but like that is common sense. That if water smell bad and it evaporate, air smell bad. In the moment, I did panic because he was like, it smells like there's like a toilet backed up or something. And I was like, I don't know what the company moving in has been doing. I'm sorry. And he was like, well, you should talk to them. And I work 2 days a week. What? Oh, yeah. So much. Customers expect so much of me when I'm the only employee in the building. I will go outside and I will clean the Brandywine River. Yeah, you're gonna have to wait 4 hours for your next beer because I'm cleaning the Brandywine. Well, you weren't there, Pete. No one was there. That was the horrible part. Okay, what the fuck am I drawing? Just making a little gablin. Little gablin. Little. I'm like never gonna use this column. Why is it so high up? I don't know. I think I have been the picture of professionalism when it comes to people being so fucking stupid. This couple showed up and like I knew the boyfriend because he had been around with like friends or like alone occasionally, and this like he like just convinced his girlfriend to come by. And she has this greyhound with her, and every time someone approaches the door with a dog, I like prepare myself for the whole spiel, like, hey, we just have the one dining room. We can only have service animals indoors, blah, 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 blah. And this has happened like 6 separate times where I tell someone that I can only have service animals indoors, and they tell me, oh, it's fine. I'm just looking at your beers and I'm just going to order and then I'll go outside. And it's like, it's not, it's a whole ass dog, ma'am. Not like, it's not like an apple you dropped on the floor. There's no like 20-second rule for a health code violation. And instead of like laughing in her face, I did just go like, oh, I'm sorry, like he can like take a photo for you or something, but like someone needs to take the dog outside. And I just There's a huge difference between like dog people who like call themselves dog people and then like actual dog people that like care about their dog's like comfort and safety and like know the basics of where they are taking that animal. I don't know what that's a reference to. I apologize. It is a very weird job where like for the most part it's just like one bartender on duty handling everything. If it's like an event, there's somebody else there. Or like a really big brewing day, sometimes my bosses are there. But I work like Wednesdays and Sundays and everyone wants to take Sunday off. And so I just like, ugh. Saturdays are so much worse though. Every time I take a Saturday from my coworker, it's like, it's literally like a video game where people spawn into the world for the very first time ever. Nah, I have a very chill job. I've just had like a couple like really weird interactions recently. Though the one with the dog, my boss was like sitting at a table like counting money and did not say anything about the dog, and I had to take care of it. Yeah, I got to work almost late on Sunday, and I got stopped by like two groups like outside the door, like 7 minutes I think before we were supposed to open, and they were like, "Oh, is everything opening at 12?" And I was like, "Yep, 12." Like they were standing there looking at the hours on the door when I arrived, and they were like, "Oh, the restaurant too?" And I was like, "Yep, everything at 12. I gotta..." And they just kept asking me questions while standing next to the hours about my hours. And like by the time the entire exchange had finished, like I could have been open. You could have been ordering food. And like sometimes when we're like brewing or preparing for an event or something, the doors will be unlocked, but like we're obviously closed, but like the doors are unlocked so that my bosses can get in and out easily because they have like big ass kegs. We're a fucking brewery. And people will just like let themselves in, and when like gently like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, like the dining room isn't open right now," they'd go like, "Oh, don't worry, I know the restaurant owner." And it's like, the dining room is not open. Like that's my gentle way of telling you to get the fuck out. Like get out. And then they just like sit down, and because the restaurant isn't open either, they don't have like a bell out to like bring people to their window, and they just sit there, or they like lean their head behind like the restaurant counter and like yell while I'm like trying to like get through and get ice and stuff. And it's just like, you are not the main character of today. You are just some guy. You are just some guy, and that's okay, and that's all right. And like, wait 15 minutes. Sit on one of the benches outside. Sit in your car. Call your mom and apologize for raising you incorrectly. I guess get her to apologize. I don't know. I wouldn't say exactly that, but like, yeah, honestly. And one of my, it's not gaming. I'm not gaming. I remembered that I'm an artist. I'm complaining about customers and how they think that they are the most important special little guy that I will ever see that day. One of my regulars is like this older guy that lives up the street. He is a like He used to be a Marine, but like he's so fucking annoying. Like he expects to like stay late and come in early and like get whatever the fuck he wants and get special treatment because he comes by often. And like there's no like nice way to tell someone you don't get special treatment for annoying me more than other people annoy me, like more often. And he came in like 20 minutes after we closed last week and like yelled at me because I couldn't give him a beer 20 minutes after close when like my boss was there like aggressively like putting everything up on the tables because he was afraid that it was going to flood because of a storm. And one of my bosses stayed after for like 45 minutes to talk to this guy and go like, you cannot treat Locke like this. Like you cannot treat this business like your home. Like you buying a sixtel of beer every once in a while does not make you an owner of this business. Like, yeah. And he fully said like anytime like you bother or insult Locke, like that is a personal slight to me. So you need to like fucking calm down. And my boss told me that part. My boss told my partner the part where this man subtly threatened to burn down the brewery. So that's cool. Oh, on camera. On camera. He was like, you know that like I'm in a gang upstate and like we've been fucked with by bars before and they've burned to the ground. And he was like, you're not gonna fucking burn our bar to the ground. One, you're on camera. Two, you live like 300 feet away from us. Also, this is a fully concrete building. That would take a lot of effort. Yeah, and I haven't seen this guy since this talk. And I'm just like, do I... He came by the day after and like started giving my coworker shit when he had finished brewing and was sitting like on the customer side of the bar having a beer and some chicken wings. And this man comes in and starts giving him shit. And my boss pulled him aside again and was like, this includes him. Like, you can't... Like, this dude, like, did treat me worse than everybody else. Like, he's a huge fucking misogynist. And he would never in a million years admit to that. But, like, he still does give my male coworker shit. And I just, like... I cannot... He just acts like a fucking child. I yapped through all of my ad pauses. Maybe I go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Perfect timing. Yeah, like there are plenty of places, like even my own workplace, where like I'm friends with everyone that works there, and I do get like some special privileges by being nice and actually tipping. But like I would never expect to be served after close or before open. And like there are like some people that I have like a rapport with where like I can come off as like a little like rude, but like I don't know, the way that he was acting, like yeah, I hadn't swapped the sign from open to closed, and like that was a thing where he was like, oh, you're still open, you haven't changed the sign. And like the plywood sign on our door is not it's not a legally binding thing, you know? There's no law that says because I haven't flipped the sign, I have to serve you. Like, actually, it's a private business, and I can say no to whoever I want. How do I want to do legs? I think like the bartenders at places that like I get special treatment at say weirder shit to me than I say to them. Forte is like really good friends with one of the managers at like an East Coast like chain brewery we go to occasionally. And once this man offhandedly, like near his coworkers, referred to my spouse with the F slur. and like one of his coworkers was like, dude. And he was like, no, they're queer. And my partner was laughing so hard. No, it was like, it was okay.
How sick they have become in the wokeness of this non-binary evil.
The Vine boom always gets me on non-binary evil. Yeah, it was fully a joke. It was like 100%. Like a couple visits before this, I said something along the lines of like, "Oh, I know it's so and so controlling the music today because it's like all of the lesbian music," and my spouse like called him over and was like, "Hey dude, are you in charge of the music today?" And he was like, "Yeah, why?" And he was like, "Oh, Locke just says it sounds like a lesbian was in charge, so I assumed it was you." It was like 2 Chapel Roan songs, including Giver, Sabrina Carpenter, and then like something else. And I was like, oh, it's this dude. 100% it's this dude. How do I draw crossed legs? No, it's not. I don't like it. I'm starting over. Having like big ass harem pants in your design is like the best hack that I can give to anybody for having an easy to draw character. Oops. I love drawing oh my god. I forgot the word Sphinx. I love drawing Sphinx Clover. I haven't saved this at all yet, thank you. They do hinder the butt factor. Kind of. Should make a folder for this. Gremlock 3. It's Gremlock 3. Wow. The third one. Ugh. Just this time not live 2D. Kind of. The whole like Gremlock joke started because I had a request to draw myself aggressively eating Doritos. I think her wings are, because they have like the distinct like colored sections, they're quite easy to like cut down and simplify at the very least. Do I want arms like this? Or do I want to have like crossed? I have this problem where, like, I tell myself, like, oh, well, if I want to do, like, toggles, I should probably decide on them ahead of time. When, like, adding toggles in programs is so fucking easy. So fucking easy to just draw over it later and add more shit. But my brain is like, well, I gotta do all of the art and then all of the rigging and then I'm done. Instead of going like, well, I can just add stuff later. No, I think this is fine. It'll be hard to rig the way I want, but I think it'll be worth it. Yeah. I'll have the arms down and then maybe I'll do something else later. Who knows? Who cares? Nah. Do I want to redo these eyes? I really like these eyes. I don't draw a lot of makeup on Hemlock anymore, and I do like it. No, I think that's nice. They could. I need to decide quite quickly which outfit I want this to be. Oh, it's so cute. Ah. I'm gonna eat a gummy worm. LFB Bridger, I can chew on camera. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good on the sketch. And we'll Are we thinking alchemist outfit? I think that'll be fine. I don't think I can do a business suit. I don't think I can. I don't think I can argue that. Do I do final art of the column first? Just to get it over with. I think that's the smart thing to do. Color reference for column? It's like a gray parchmenty. I'm gonna do all the outlines and then well, I'm gonna do all the inside bits and then add an outline later. I tried to do NaNoWriMo one year, and that was kind of the philosophy that I was going with, where like you can always edit it, you know? Just go a little bit further, look at it tomorrow. If it sucks, edit it out. I really need the Drawfee delete your art sweatshirt. Oh wait. I can just do this. Don't know why I didn't do this for the sketch, but whatever. That's hilarious. Yeah, I haven't even tried NaNoWriMo since like it's 2014. Okay. I have an idea. I think I'll be okay. And then we're gonna do really basic shading for all of these. Oops. There we go. And I will save. I'm agonizing over my personal choices right now. I think we're fine. Okay, that's good enough. I can mess with the saturation and contrast really quick. Okay. Maybe we put a little mouse on it. We're gonna put a little mouse on it. Maybe we put a little mouse on it. Where's my moss? Vegetation. I have Spanish moss, I have ferns, I have fern brush. I like this one. It's like a oh, maybe it shouldn't be a oh, that's perfect. Little mouse. Little mouse. And I'm gonna mess with the colors on this a little bit. So it's like then there we go. So we're all done. It's a pillar. See you later. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Okay. It's gonna be difficult, but we're gonna do it. When we get to the mouth, remind me to check in the Rahi settings for what vowels we need. And then I guess I'm gonna make those vowels with my mouth. Trying to turn on the flapping of my wings. Okay. I think for now that doesn't need to be there. Nope. There. Maybe we start on the body. We'll like work our way up. Or maybe we do middle, legs, arm, head. Perhaps. I like to get the non-symmetrical stuff out of the way. What color? My pants are black in this outfit, right? It's the same as this. What line weight are we working with? 12. Let's say 12. No. What am I doing? We're gonna... Just gonna do a base layer for my cheeks. Whoops. Whoops. I'm gonna be breaking my model a little bit, trying to see these from every angle. This is thigh L. Oops. Using all of the line colors from this sitter just because I like it. It's easier. I don't know if I like that. I like lean a little too hard on the Clip Studio autosave. Because It saves backups like every 10 minutes, but they also quite often get corrupted. I think I could get away with just copying these and just moving them around a little bit. Should redraw this thigh. But everything else looks nice. Oops. Okay. Forgot about the tabard on this outfit. I don't know. Let's just keep going and hope it fixes itself. We'll see. Because I can just, like, draw it in and drape it over one of the thighs, I guess. Oh. I forgot that I had it move where it puts that GIF. Yeah, the alerts. The program that I use lets you randomize it, which is really cool. It's why the stick bug is in a different place each time. Ugh. Thank you. Needs to be darker. What does this corset look like? One second. Oh, it's got the buckles on it. That's it. Okay. And I never draw the buckles because I find them annoying. I know. let's just do the one big one. Keep it simple. But have a callback. Let's master this. Okay, and then we'll have the little like drapey tabard part go over this thigh and under this one, I think. I think that'll work out and look nice. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Oh wait, it has to come down from here. It's going. It's going. I chose a very strange order in which to work on this model because I want to try the lip sync, and I hate drawing mouth forms, and so I was like, what if I just do literally everything else first? And the mouth forms and the sprite sheets can happen after. Or maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? But I am very excited to be working on it. And I've been working on and off on Arahi for a friend. And the like base is done and like worth. Okay. If the greatest feeling in the world is when an expert tells you to cut corners that you were already planning on cutting. And like honestly, the sprite sheet like animation mouth forms is like already good enough for me. I just like want to learn more. And so like if it kind of works, I'll be happy. And like, I don't really trust my audio setup. My audio setup's pretty wild. I had to uninstall my audio drivers for my Focusrite external, what is it called? My interface. Because it would cap my input volume at half. Yeah, I don't know anything about anything, and what you do is incredibly impressive and terrifying, so keeping up with like you working on this program has like started to make me understand why people like think that like rigging in Live 2D is like witchcraft, because I'm like, well, coding and development is witchcraft to me. I failed out of my very first coding 101 class, like really horribly. Let's get everything where it needs to be. A bird. You go here? Ooh, I gotta scooch that. Yeah, that class had a lot going wrong for it in general. It was like, it started at like 9 p.m. and it was like fully across campus. And so I didn't want to fucking be there. It was like, I never took a class that ended after 6 p.m. or something. And like that one had like no options for my specific major. 'Cause I majored in game art. No, not game art. I applied for game art, not game art. Thank you, captions. And didn't have the grades for it, so they put me in animation and graphic design with, I was gonna say fucking subclass with a subclass. I dual spec'd into game art and design. Maybe. And so like all of the people with like the necessity for the class got to like pick the good times. Oh yeah, I failed out of college in my second year because I was getting stress migraines, and like all of my finals coincided with my roommate found out that her boyfriend was dating her to get to her best friend. And my suite mate in the room next to us in the same like apartment situation had a really abusive boyfriend that would come to our suite, get drunk, and like scream cry at her that he had to stay overnight or he would drive home and die. Yeah. I really loved organic modeling. And I took organic modeling and then I took 3D animation directly after, and my 3D animation teacher yelled at me in front of my entire class because it looked like I wasn't working on my final. And so like I would work on my final for like 12 hours and nothing would change because he wouldn't like tell me what was wrong or teach me how to fix it. And so it just always looked the same because I kept animating the same part over and over and over. While my suite mate's abusive boyfriend was like stomping around outside my door. I once like messaged her to like quietly ask if like he could like not be in the apartment during finals so much because like he was keeping me up, and like she could blame me fully, and she like slammed my door open and screamed at me, and then a week later he hit her. Hello, I'm doing art again. It's like 2023 in this place. Vintage Hemlock stream. Complaining about college again. Extra vintage Hemlock stream. I need my water. Yeah, at least I'm 2/3 of the way through my student loans. Oh god. Yeah, I think I have like 11K left. Hello! Okay. What am I doing? What is necessary? Clover. Thank you, Clover. That's sweet. So my private loans were co-signed by my dad, and as a part of that, I got an okay interest rate, not like good in any regard, but like better than most people. And my dad literally said, like, if I'm going to co-sign these, you are not going to pay the minimum. You are going to pay an amount that I set. And if you ever need help with it, you tell me. And then we'll figure out paying me back at some point. And so I could have easily been paying like $100 a month, but I was paying like $350 to get the highest interest ones down. Yeah, I love my dad. He is amazing and a really, really good with finances. And he has an amazing credit score. And he was like, "You're not going to fuck up my fucking credit score. You're not taking this from me. You're never going to be late on these payments." And so I had my private loans on forbearance that entire time. Not my federal loans were on forbearance that entire time. They were paused. They were gaining interest. I've gotten like a little bit too much interest on those, but they're only $100 a month. And by clearing out the really expensive private ones that were just going to get really bad, I'm in a much better like financial place. And I recognize that I am so incredibly privileged to like have a parent that is in a position to and wants to help me. But also like I do think he feels bad for me. My entire life, my grandfather would tell everybody like, "Oh, no grandchild of mine is ever gonna pay for an education. Like, education should be free, blah, blah, blah." And then when I turned 18, he was losing some of his mental faculties, and his new wife decided that wasn't a thing anymore. And so every cousin before me and my sister had their like initial like undergrad completely paid for by him, and I didn't. And it was the only reason that I applied for this school, because I was going to have help. And then that help was like pulled out from under me. Otherwise, I probably would have just taken time off and just worked like the normal shitty jobs that I ended up working anyway. And like college was really a big part of like what made me a functioning adult in the end. And so like I'm not like, I wish so badly that I didn't owe this money, but it was like such an important thing for me at the time, because I was growing up in my mom's house being like constantly berated and spoken down to and essentially like told to like, I don't know. It was weird. And so like by the time I went off to college, I was terrified of everything, and my anxiety was really, really horrible, and being alone and having time away from her was like made such a huge difference in my life. And it was pretty necessary. I'll save. I'm pretty sure I have like a button saved to my tablet to Control S, and I don't remember where it is. That might work. I need some cracks. I need to aggressively remember to draw cracks, because it's like my favorite part of the design, and then I just don't do it. Is this how I want to layer this? Ah, thank you. I am so pissed about the candle situation. I'm so pissed. I don't even know if she's still like sending out orders. So candle with a Q. God, it was either last year or the year before. Like, it's possible this was a while ago. She had like a huge crash out on Twitter. She made a cinder candle for like the cinder situation, the big like hellhound VTuber who screwed everybody over and whatever. And people commented like, hey, like she hurt a lot of people, like this joke is kind of in bad taste. And instead of like apologizing and taking it back, she made a new candle that was touching grass. And everyone hated it. And she just kept doubling down until she stopped posting altogether and stopped paying me. And so, like, I'm not sure if she's sending out orders and I haven't gotten paid because she refunded. But like in my like affiliate website, it still like lists that I am owed money. And apparently like she's occasionally responding to people that message her, that like DM her asking to be taken off the website because they don't want to be associated with her. And like, do I think that those jokes were in poor taste? Yes. Do I think they were a cancelable offense? No. I don't even like think that she was canceled. I think she just could not handle a small amount of criticism, had a breakdown, and didn't say anything. And just like let everybody down, which is like the worst part. And I have an unopened one of my candles. I have one that's at like 1/3, and I have a lotion. And like I love the scent, and I think I emailed like 3 other like bespoke candle companies and they've not gotten back to me. I assume because they are inundated with emails from people that this woman has let down. And it sucks. Cause it was a very low effort on my part collaboration for like stuff that I love. I love the idea of having a candle. That's so fucking cool. But I don't know. My friend's sister, I think, makes candles. Like maybe eventually I talk to her about it. I don't know. I might have to sneeze. I don't. Okay. But yeah, it's just really frustrating, and I feel like this situation could have been handled so much better. Do I need a neck on this? Yes. I will stretch. Yeah, it really sucks when like the situation did not have to get out of hand. Like it would have been so easy to just go like, I don't know, maybe like donate the profits of the cinder candle to charity or something. Cause like, I gotta be honest, it was like a marshmallow bonfire candle, which sounds really nice. I love a good bonfire scent. The perfume that I've been trying to replace because the company shut down is like kind of bonfire-y, and I haven't found a good replacement yet. I found a really nice different perfume, but I think this can all be one piece. I think that'll be fine. Having to like rein in the well, it wouldn't hurt to have this part separated. It in my head like sucks. I'm not good at it. And so I end up spending so much time on these and just making them essentially like mini live 2D models, which they do not have to be. Oops. That's not where elbows land. Yeah, they want to be... You want them at the bottom of the rib cage, not the fucking hip bone. That's... we're gonna cut these into 3 pieces. Bicep, forearm, hand, so that hopefully I can do this with mouse tracking. I think I'm like 1 behind. Maybe. I don't remember. Sometimes I like start working on something and then you put out an update and I'm like, I'm not gonna save this right. Crap. I think that'll look better. Let's get that out of the symmetry. And I'll cut up these later. Okay. Okay, his hand. It's gonna be alright. I can do it. I can do it. It's not gonna be stressful. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, everything's been really stable. I keep opening up folders inside of folders to, oh wait, what? Where? To be able to select inside of 2 different lines and then not deleting the folder. So I have 3 folders inside my symmetry folder. Come on. And nails. Okay. Yeah, I'll check my... I like... for some reason assumed that I would make it through the art for this a lot faster than I am. And I was like, oh, I'll just do the art and the rig today. Oh no, that was the wrong fucking... need to make a new layer for that. I assumed that I would like be able to finish the whole fucking thing today, which is so dumb. But I'll check my my version. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Please tell me this looks good when I move it back. I didn't draw a thumb. One moment. One moment. Yeah. I'm like holding my thumb to my hand really quick. Is that gonna work? Oh, I'm so mad. Why didn't I think about this? Oh. Okay. What the fuck just happened? Okay. That's less horrifying. Oh, no, I meant to skip that ad. Yeah, I absolutely love, like, I love every part of the modeling process for, like, live 2D and PNG stuff. I go a little ham, as you can tell. I made a I did the cut art for somebody to like learn to rig themselves, and they just kind of like combined the whole thing to do like one little jump when they talked, and it had like 40 layers. It was so big. Yeah, I am still working my way up to 3-hour streams. And so I do think I have to call it here, as I am tired. And the dog just keeps like moving around to different spots. I don't know if we will finish this on stream. We'll see how my motivation goes for the week. I've got a lot of like little random plans, so I might not feel like doing this until next Tuesday. But let's actually raid out. Maybe we can find someone appropriate real quick. Oh man. So everyone on my follow list has like 300 people. Making me anxious. Making me anxious. I'm gonna say. I might be a coward. I might stop and be a coward this time. We're working our way back up to being an actual streamer. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. This is like... No, I don't know any of them. Not personally. I hit on one of them. Sure. Yeah, like the like lowest like watch amount was Dandy Floss with like 50 people, and it makes me anxious. Gotcha. Am I gonna... Is this gonna work? There we go! Okay. I'm a professional. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. We'll see about Tuesday. Perhaps. Bye.